Alrighty, I started.
Okay.
Why are you looking away from the camera?
Do I have to look at the camera? I thought I was supposed to point at it.
It's fine. Do you want to be
Alright.
deep and not look at the camera? Is that what it is?
Hi. Um, my name's
Who
Bill
are
Merck.
you?
Bill Merck. Um, I should I tell my occupation or what do I?
Sure.
I mean, I manage a restaurant, but I also write. I've done some plays. I've written a book, and I guess that's it.
You've only written one book.
That's been published. Only one that's been published.
How many have you written that
Like
haven't been published?
6 or 7.
How many plays?
Uh, 5 that were performed. I have a 6 that I'm working on right now that I actually finished, but I have to. I don't feel like directing it right now, so I'm actually looking for a director. So once I figure all that out, then I will do it.
Where have your plays been performed?
Several of them, the Maple Shade. There's been a church, really. What are you laughing at? This is good.
This is good.
This is when I'm better, because then I'll loosen up. See, you gotta get me loose.
Alright, I'm sorry.
That's okay, because then I get all tight if I just start being like, hey, well, my first book, the only book actually that I've had published, is very deep, and no, it wasn't very deep actually.
I read it.
Yeah, and it wasn't very good. I'm sorry.
What's the name of it?
Numbers.
Where'd you get the idea for it?
Friend of mine's son. We were playing together one time, and he was like 4, and he was kind of creeping me out. So I kind of like thought, hey, I wonder if he could see the day I'm gonna die, and like he could read numbers across, but he didn't know what they meant because he's little. He's 4. He doesn't know what numbers mean. So then I figured, hey, I'll go with it. You know what I mean? And then I kind of turned it into a whole plot. So I basically thiefed all my friends and ideas, and I kind of melded it into one. And
That's what writers do.
really,
Yeah, when we took a creative writing course, he wanted us to take tabs on like our friends
yeah,
and their interesting quirks.
yeah. Like in
Quirks.
one of my play. Hope you edit that part out. One of my plays, my wife actually was an actress in it, and she had to. Shannon. Am I talking to you or am I talking to the camera?
Either one, doesn't
Weird,
matter.
thanks. Anyway, so she had to. She was an actress in it, and I knew she was going to be cast as the part, and I wanted her to get engaged, and I actually did our exact engagement, word for word. So actually, that's the worst writing I could possibly do, because I basically just had the other actor act off of her, and she had to react exactly how she reacted when we got married. So it was like kind of.
Did you ask her to marry you before the play or?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like 8 years before or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess the play is like 4 years older.
What was the name of the play?
I don't remember. That one was Christmas is About the Beginning. That was the name of that. It was a Christmas play. It wasn't very good actually. That was actually my worst one. I shouldn't have brought that up because that was a terrible, terrible play.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I wasn't in the mood to write it, but I was asked to write it, and
Who asked you to write it?
the church wanted me to do a Christmas play.
Was it like Christian
Yeah,
based?
yeah, it was
Was
Christian.
Jesus in there?
Jesus wasn't in there. It was like lives, and I mean, I guess Jesus was in there, but it wasn't. It wasn't related. Like he didn't like walk on stage or anything like that. I mean, he might have, but we didn't see him because
Oh, that's good.
I don't know why you keep laughing.
Because I'm trying not to talk, but it's okay. I don't have to use all, like, no one will see all this interview.
They should.
They should not see this.
This is the best part. I'm telling you.
But this is
trust
more
me, I've done documentaries. I did a documentary too.
Alright, talk about your documentary.
It wasn't very good.
Oh.
No. We had to save the town library was going under. I said library, right? Not library, because a lot of people say library.
Grammar.
Yeah, and then it's not like strawberry. Anyway, so we had to save the town library. There we go. And the town council. What?
Sorry, okay, continue. Wait, start that story over again. I'm sorry. I panned to your feet. No,
Do I have holes in them right now?
they're good.
Okay.
Okay, again.
I didn't shave either. I'm sorry I didn't shave.
Sorry, I look like a bum.
But I
My
don't
name
look
is
like
Bill
a bum,
Merck.
right?
Continue.
I just don't
Alright.
feel like shaving.
Wait, start all over again with the
So
library.
there's some library in town, and we
You
had
gotta talk a little bit louder.
So there was some
There
library
you
in
go.
town that we had to try to save because the town wanted to not fund it anymore. They were like, "Hey, we don't have the budget for it." And like, "Hey." So I got together with a couple filmmakers in Philadelphia, and we decided to try to save it. And so we went around and we interviewed like the town historian and all these different people, and then we interviewed members of the town council. And so I had to write out all the questions that I was going to ask, and I asked all the questions. And
What kind of questions did you ask? If you
oh,
remember.
all the different budget questions. I mean, there was a lot of boring questions, but then we did a good job editing.
Like I should do.
Right.
With this.
Exactly. And then, you know, we had to, not just boring questions, but we have to ask different people about what they thought of the library and what kind of books they got out. And then we did some senior citizens and a librarian from, this is a good story. Hey, Cameron. So, we had the first librarian, like it opened like in the 50s. So we got the first librarian. We were so excited to get her because she agreed to do it. And we asked her why it was so important, and she said, "Well, it's not important anymore. I don't actually like those people in there now. They're very rude. We were nice. We were real nice, but they were mean and nasty. They're just nasty now. They don't have coffee. We used to have coffee when they came in, and it was the greatest thing. And she's like, and I don't even like you asking these questions. This is personal." And I wanted to put it so much into the video, but we had to edit her out. She's like, "I was the first librarian." And then that's all we had in the video because like the rest of it was just ripping on us about how nasty everybody is, and she doesn't even go there anymore. So that was funny.
Nice.
So
What does the library mean to you?
it doesn't mean anything. That was actually my last question to everybody. And then I also had my kids in it, like, you know, because that's what you do. You have them walk around, and I was like, like getting out books and reading it. And then I tried to ask Ethan questions, but he just gave me answers I wanted to hear. And it's like, I like the library because it's very good, and I get books out with my dad. I was like, yeah.
Does Ethan read a lot?
Yes.
Violet? I know she can't read, but
Yeah. No, they do tons and tons of books.
are you sure? Are you lying? Don't
What?
lie on camera.
What? Read?
Yeah. Are they avid readers? Well, Ethan.
Yeah. Yeah, you should go down here. Look. We got tons of books.
I see all DVDs.
Well, there's a lot of DVDs, but there's also library books that we get out every week. He reads big chapter books. So.
Nice.
But I didn't read. Here, back to me, because that's all I care about. I didn't read until after I got out of high school.
You didn't read when you were younger at all?
At all.
Did you want to be a writer when you were younger?
Not even a little.
What did you want to be?
I don't remember.
So what happened in high school that made you want to write
No,
or read?
in high school.
After high school, sorry.
That's okay. It's a bad job.
Shut
You
up.
should pay attention. That's not nice.
Violet distracted me. I heard her.
Vi, are you okay?
I just don't know.
Oh, okay. You gonna be good?
What?
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
There she is.
You be good, okay? Alright. Go. Hi.
Okay, what happened after high school that made you want to read books?
I was a daycare teacher. I taught daycare for 3 years.
What ages?
After school programs. Like, so I would go to college in the morning, come in the afternoon, and then it would be like the kids that came to the daycare after school. So usually it was like kindergarten to like 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah.
But then in the summertime, we'd always have a nap time. You know, they have that 2-hour break where the kids like lay down on mats and they're just bored out of their minds, but they're old where they shouldn't be sleeping anyway, but it's kind of like what the school does anyway. So I would doodle and doodle and doodle, and after a while, one of the other teachers was like, "You should read a book." I was like, "Yeah, I'll go see a movie. You know, I don't need to read. I'm good." He's like, "Well, you write like screenplays and stuff like that when you get